you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising positions for the week of December the 13th through to the 19th. Okay, let's get started and see where is Cancer right now with respect to their journey. Where does Cancer find themselves along the Fool's journey this week? The World. A couple of other signs have received this. Archangel Michael, the World. You're completing something. Something is coming to a close. A job well done. Joy, contentment, and gratitude. A path toward enlightenment. So you're moving forward. You've completed a cycle, a chapter, an experience, an opportunity, a phase, whatever you want to call it, and you are moving on. You are moving on to the next cycle. Sometimes I feel like the World card sometimes signals that there is reflection needed, that it's, you know, you've finished something up and now it's time to sort of have a look at it to understand it better. So let's see, what archetype does Cancer embody this week as they are sort of looking at this chapter to understand it better, to understand their role in this experience and what virtue comes up. Visionary. Let's see here. It says the archetype for you is visionary. So the light attributes speak to a capacity of envisioning what is not yet conceivable to others, a willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain is the visionary's attributes in the light. In the shadow, it suggests here selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Interesting archetype considerations for you as you are sort of, like we said, you're closing out something, you're finishing off a cycle, and it's bringing in a capacity for you to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. You know you've reached the end of a cycle, but you can't see it yet. And it's whether or not here are you going to, after you've reflected on this, will you proclaim your vision without regard for personal gain, or will it be done with respect to sort of compromising your vision so that it's more acceptable to others? Very, very interesting start to your reading here, Cancer. As you move forward, which aspect, which attribute here will you embody when it comes to being a visionary? Will you be, you know, shifting and sort of stylizing your vision so that it's appealable to the masses? Or will you, you know, just communicate your vision without really worrying about personal gain or whether or not it's conceivable to others? Will you speak your truth? Will you shine your light, even if you're sort of thinking to yourself, no one's going to get this, or people are going to think I'm crazy, or no one's going to think this is really possible or achievable? It's intriguing to look at, to see, how will you choose around this once you sort of accept the end of this cycle? What is the energy around Cancer when it comes to this cycle coming to a close? We see the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So it's moving quickly. It's moving quickly and suddenly. The end of this cycle is quick. It's quick. And again, yeah, you will have two options here. You will either sort of envision things and then have two options. You'll either communicate your vision as is, or you're going to tailor it to make it more acceptable to those around you, which will involve compromising your vision. Excuse me. I keep feeling the need to cough, and so I feel like you're going to be communicating your vision. This is something you're going to be speaking about. I just took a sip of water there. And it's interesting. Will you censor yourself? I feel is the question, or not. Will you censor yourself or not? But I feel like the end of this cycle and the beginning of the next cycle, it's going to happen quickity quick. So let's see here. What is this vision that Cancer holds right now that's creating all of this sort of juggling options feeling where you're not sure? There's a lot of opposing forces here and you're not sure how to move forward. Maybe because it's so sudden. There's the Tower. There you go. That's going to help clear things up. The tower is going to come in to remove anything that's false. Okay, so the tower will come in here to remove anything that's false so that you can clearly see and understand the truth of your vision and the truth around this idea that, you know, it needs to be communicated, and how much of that you're willing to do. You can see the tower here, right? In the Knight of Swords, there's the tower, and it's like you're seeing the edge of it when you see the Knight of Swords like that. See what I mean? There. And so those lightning bolts are basically, I like to think of them as karma, clearing out anything that is false, that's an illusion, that's not serving you. It's got to go. It's got to go. Why does it got to go? Because you're at the end of a chapter. You've reached the end of a cycle. So you can't take into the next cycle any of this illusion or falseness from the cycle that just closed. You can't take that into the future with you. It's got to stay where it is. It's got to go back into the sea. It's gonna, the energy of those experiences gets reabsorbed, and your job is to prepare for this emerging new shift in your life that's coming in with that tower energy. And I feel like you're sitting in a place where you're like, but I don't know what to do. I don't know. What are people going to think of me now that I've changed? What are people going to think of this vision that I have? This is a Capricorn energy, this Two of Pentacles. And I feel like, you know, when a Capricorn shows up, everyone knows, right? Capricorns have this awesome presence about them that it is a visionary. Like Capricorns are the cardinal sign, just like you, Cancer, you're a cardinal sign. And so you show up and people can tell that you're in the room. Your energy is felt by others. You're a leader. You're a cardinal sign. You go first. And so I can understand your apprehension because all eyes are on you. All eyes are on you. And bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords, which suggests healing from something. So it's almost like after this tower falls, you're going to need time to get distance from some of these old perceptions, or else you will be more likely to compromise, as the shadow of this archetype suggests, that you will be more likely to sell your insights to the highest bidder or compromise your vision to make it more acceptable. And I feel like you're going to be less likely to fall into that and more likely to start a new beginning if you take the time to reflect on things before you begin again and heal, right? That Six of Swords and the Hermit with the Page of Pentacles in between, it's almost like you need to heal. And before you can start this new path, there needs to be reflection. There needs to be reflection without thinking that all the options are doomed, okay? This Eight of Swords is an interesting card to come out with the Hermit to say, you know, don't fear the outcome so much. Don't fear the consequences of expressing your vision. There's that cough again. It's a fear of communication. Chariot. There's something that you're afraid of here. There's some inner movement that it's like you're afraid to express this inner movement. This is Cancer energy. And I feel like this is you. I mean, I'm reading for Cancer right now. So this is you. This is you fearing you. And don't do it. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm so bossy. Do it if you want. You know, if you want to be afraid of your own power as a visionary, I just don't think that's going to serve you. I think you need to step into that power, not be afraid of it, to trust it, to trust that, you know, if you're stepping into it, it's meant for you. And there's no need to censor it. There's no need to censor it. Now, what is the vision ultimately here that Cancer has? What is this vision that they want to communicate? I think with their voice, because I keep clearing my voice. Wheel of Fortune. Something fortuitous is coming along to help you understand your vision. Okay, something is coming in. What is coming in to help? Aside from the Tower coming in to clear, the Wheel of Fortune, the sudden shift in that Knight of Swords is going to be fortuitous. And you're going to clear up any sort of like back and forth with this Two of Pentacles, with the King of Cups. You're going to understand this and be able to sort of see the truth. Okay, I love the King of Cups because he doesn't get emotionally sucked into things. He's able to ride along on the emotional waves and not get stuck or sucked into the drama. Can see the truth very clearly and communicate it. I don't think you're going to be stuck between two options for long. I think you're going to see through your emotions. Your emotions are going to tell you which way to go when things start to get really intense. Yeah, and then you're going to start a new perception about this truth. When the tower falls, you're going to see the truth. Page of Swords. You're going to see that there is something you can't deny anymore. You can't deny it. You need to heal from it. Six of Swords. But I feel like when this tower falls and you step away to heal, I feel like things are going to shift in your favor if you choose the new path ahead of communicating your vision and beginning a connected sort of emotional relationship with that healing and with your true self. I feel like Cancer is being guided into healing to discover themselves so that you can look yourself right in the face. You know, the Two of Cups to me sometimes is about a new relationship, but sometimes it's about a deepening relationship with the self that's initiated through spiritual transformation. And I feel like spiritual transformation is written all over this reading, and that you're going to understand who you are. I think this is you facing yourself and going, oh my goodness, I understand what I must do and who I am and what must come next. But that will come from healing. And I feel like speaking your truth. Now, I did say that the Two of Cups could be a relationship, and then we see the Lovers. So, you know, it's interesting. Again, this could be a relationship in the Two of Cups, or it could be you, again, staring at yourself in the face and seeing yourself truthfully, making a choice to be vulnerable and exposing yourself as is. No censoring. Or it could be that you know, this new path will also lead to a relationship. But my feeling, honestly, Cancer, my feeling is that by healing yourself here, as you close a cycle and as you reflect on that cycle without fearing the information that comes to you here about who you are and about your vision, about what you want to see, what you want to do, you know, about the change you want to embody, I feel like you're going to get to know yourself on a very deep, intimate level. To me, this combination of cards is speaking to you seeing yourself as you are and accepting it, you know, accepting it and being vulnerable and transparent with your vision, not compromising it. I feel like that's where you're headed, is to be completely open and transparent and speak your truth. Yes, that's what I'm feeling, is that that's where that goes, and that you're going to do so as the timing reveals itself to you. Temperance. And that this is also, to me, also, this is Archangel Michael appearing to you as well to say, I've got you. I've got you. Just stay in the moment. Trust me, I've got you. I'm never going to lead you into harm. I will take you from one phase of your life into the next. And I feel like you're moving from one chapter into the next when I see this World card. And it's all going to happen in divine timing. I feel like you're going to be communicating a very relevant and important truth through your vision to the external world. And it'll be very interesting whether or not you decide to censor it or not. That's going to be up to you. But I feel like that Six of Swords is encouraging you to heal before you begin this path, because through your reflection, you're going to see the truth behind fearing consequences and fearing public, fearing the external world. I feel like, excuse me, this Knight of Rods here is showing up to say, let's take our time developing this perspective instead of fearing it. Right? Instead of this line of logic here that says, through reflection, I start to fear the outcomes. No. And then you make a choice out of fear. No, take the time. Take the time to develop this new idea you're manifesting here, knowing that it is coming to you through spirit. It is divinely timed. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles, my friends. You are starting a new path here as a visionary and as someone who has something to communicate that I feel is necessary. It's something that the external world needs to hear, and you're the messenger. You're the messenger coming in with this knowledge. And so if you censor yourself, I feel like you're going to be doing yourself a disservice and potentially sort of depriving the external world of the light that you have to share. As I'm shuffling the deck, I see the Emperor flipped over, and I thought I saw the Sun card flipped over too, which caught my eye. Let me just make sure. Man, my throat is suddenly really scratchy. Yeah, there's the Sun. I knew I saw the Sun. Two really fiery cards to say, speak your truth, be the leader that you are, and don't fear this process. And as I say that, look what's on the bottom of the deck is the Strength card. So you've got these fiery cards that to me represent Aries and Leo. Okay, when I see the Sun card and the Strength card, obviously I think of Leo, but I also see the Emperor, which is Aries, and Temperance, which is Sag. So my goodness, are you loaded with fire energy, Cancer? You might have placements in one of these signs, but I feel like taking all of this together says that you're going to step into your truth. You're going to see how positive and bright and secure the future is, how sustainable it is, how positive it is. Nothing trumps this Sun card. And that you'll be able to overcome any obstacles. You won't have obstacles that you can't manage here. And the Emperor, you are leading this. This is something that you are going to lead. And I believe I was talking about, you know, whether or not this would be like the, you know, by tailoring or censoring your message, I feel like you're going to sort of be depriving the external world of some important information. And I feel like it's right here. I feel like you're going to shine a light on something that needs to be exposed and discussed and talked about. But I feel like you're feeling a little bit afraid of doing that because of what people might think. Let's discover that a little bit here. Let's clarify. What is the Eight of Swords here? What is that fear about? What is Cancer fearing? What is that Eight of Swords? Yeah, I'm telling you, you fear your abilities here. Upon reflection, I feel like you're going to discover that you create your own reality, and that's going to freak you out a little bit. And that you might be a little bit sort of taken aback by how much power you have, how much power your mind has in terms of manifesting things and in terms of being able to create change and inner movement and outer movement with that Chariot card, which represents you, Cancer. That card represents you. And so I almost feel like you're going to sort of see the truth about yourself, and it might set you off a little bit with that Eight of Swords. You might freak out, but then I feel like things are going to shift around you, but only if you really step into that freely. What is this Page of Pentacles? And we also see the Ace of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is leading you to, I mean, the 10. It's leading you so fast to success. This new path of expressing your vision is going to take you from the Page to the 10. Lightning fast. And I think that's where the Magician, you're going to feel just how much power you have over narrating this story. And it's going to freak you out a little bit. And but soon I think you're going to see just how quickly things can move once you align, right? Like once you start to know and believe, I feel like you're going to find that the movement, Chariot card, is quick from Page to 10. From Page to 10. You know, it's very interesting, very auspicious. Look at right on the bottom of the deck is the World again, as I say, Page to 10. This is exactly where you're supposed to be right now. This is exactly where you're supposed to be doing exactly this. Ace of Cups, it's going to lead to a very new beginning. We've got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. This is a brand new, beautiful start for you that involves you choosing to heal. You got to choose it. You need to choose it. And to not censor it. I feel like censoring your message is going to lead to what? What would censoring all of this lead to? Well, it's going to lead to false friends. And it's going to lead to you being up all night worrying about the motives of the people around you. I feel like you need to choose 100% transparency whilst you proclaim your vision. And I feel like it is a vision that you will proclaim, and then you will face the public and you will level up. But you will see the challenges that come. And I don't think that censoring yourself to ease these challenges is going to serve you. I think you've got to go for it full on go for it. This is very exciting reading for you, Cancer. I'm going to leave it at that. If this has resonated for you and you would like a personal reading, you can find my email as well as a description of the readings I offer below. And as always, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and watching. And we'll see you again very soon for another reading. Sending you lots of love and light, my friends. Take care.